It's the go-to for the how, so you know that you want to get beautiful.
Hi Primpers, as many of you are aware, it's Make Me Over month this month, and it also happens to be a time where there are some really exciting new colour collections starting to come through for the new season. It's the perfect time to kind of update your makeup look and try things that you might normally might not go for, which is always fun, and that's what Make Me Over month is always about. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have heard, but Tom Pecheux has just signed on as the creative director for Estee Lauder. Now, this is a huge, huge deal for them because Tom is amazing. He's one of the best makeup artists in the world, and to have someone like that kind of at the helm of their makeup range and developing new ranges and colours and coming up with these collections is pretty amazing. It is a big coup and it's super exciting, and we love Tom's work. We're always admiring it whenever we cover the international shows. So seeing him kind of create something that we can all access and that we can all buy and we can all kind of play with is pretty rare. It's really, really, really exciting. Anyway, his first collection for this is the Blue Dahlia collection, where it's all about navy blue, and I think it's kind of fitting perfectly with what I'm wearing today with my little blue beanie and my blue nails, which are a part of the collection as well. Now, I'm not sure if you've seen the advertising yet, but I'm going to put it in this post, so you'll see the picture below, and it is the stunning, amazingly stunning Hilary Rhoda, and she just looks amazing with this really beautiful blue eyeshadow. Now, traditionally, this is something that we tend to shy away from, and I know that other brands have done blue eyeshadow and we've seen it on the runways, but I think that when it comes to kind of recreating this look at home, some of us tend to get a little bit scared. So that's what I'm going to do today. Now, here is Tom's little creation for the Blue Dahlia collection, and this is the eyeshadow palette. Super exciting, really beautiful wearable colours. I actually love that deep, I love all the colours, that greeny blue there and the slate grey is really, really pretty. So I'm just going to start by, I've got a how-to as well, so I've got a how to get the look by Tom, so I'll post that below as well. But I'm just going to show you guys how you can kind of work this look a little bit and play with some of these colours. So I'm going to start by applying this kind of slate colour all over my lid. And what this does is create a base. Now, normally I would use my makeup brushes, but I actually left my makeup bag at home today. And so I'm just going to apply the colours with the little brushes that they give. However, I do find that if you've got makeup brushes, they do work a little bit better than the sponge. It's just so much easier to kind of maneuver when you've got a brush. These are maybe just a little bit too small. So as you can see, it's just a really gentle wash of colour, which is really nice. And so that goes all over the lid. Now, this isn't the look necessarily that Hilary's wearing in the ad campaign or anything like that. This is just how I would work this palette, and I just want to show you guys that, when you're confronted with, some of you might be scared of kind of dark blues and greens and not quite sure what to do with it. So they're really versatile, so I'm just showing you my way of kind of upping the ante, I guess, and doing something that's right for you. Now, I'm going to get this brighter blue colour, and I'm also going to apply that over the top. So as you can see, instantly you get like just a lift. But again, it's just not intense. It's just this, that the pigment's really good. But I think that it's quite natural still. It's not going, oh my gosh, that girl's wearing blue eyeshadow. So really just a stunning wash of colour. Now, just make sure it's all blended really well. That's really important when you're wearing any kind of bright eyeshadows. You want something that's going to pop, absolutely, but you also want all the colours to blend into each other and just kind of seamlessly blend into your makeup that's already there. Otherwise, you'll just have this kind of, intense eye makeup, but not intense in the right way. Okay, guys, now I'm going to get this darker blue colour, and I'm going to use the other end of my brush like this. And I'm just going to apply that more like a liner. So if you apply it with a brush, it's quite easy just to really easily blend it. Again, you don't want any harsh lines. So a liner, and I'm going to also take that same colour, the darker blue, underneath a little bit as well. Really just pushing it into the lash line, because you've got to be careful with blue under your eye because you don't want it to look like you've got dark circles or anything like that. And sometimes blue can kind of give that appearance if it's not applied correctly. So just again, on the other side. And I think this is what Make Me Over Month's all about, because I mean, I love looking at in the mirror now. I really like the way that these colours work, but this isn't something that I would automatically wear. But I mean, I'd definitely be attracted to the palette, but you know, it's something different. You know me, I'm always going for the browns and the golds and the nudie shades, but blue is really nice. This would also look amazing on green eyes and brown eyes. So I'm just doing that again on the other side and underneath. Now I'm going to skip the eyeliner just because you've kind of lined under the eyes already. So I'm going to skip that, and I'm just going to let that kind of, otherwise I'll feel just like my eyes are kind of closed. I guess if I went for like a heavy black eyeliner or something, it might just make them look a little bit smaller. So if you wanted to, you could just maybe put a little bit of white eyeliner if you wanted to line your, you know, the fleshy part of your eyelid there. Otherwise, just don't go for anything at all. So that's all looking quite good. It's all blended quite seamlessly. There is a black as well in the palette, and you could use that as an eyeliner as well, but today I'm not going to. And then there's this really beautiful kind of white pearlescent colour. So I'm just going to use my finger because my brush is a bit dirty, and I'm just going to pop that on the inner corners. You know how much I love that, guys. Always going for the white in the inner corners, just because it instantly, especially with blue, again, you don't want blue too much in here because it will look bruised and it will look like you've got dark circles, which none of us want. So it just instantly kind of opens the eyes. And then I'm just going to pop a little bit of that underneath the brow bone as well. So really, really wearable. And I guess I'm just really excited about this range because Tom is awesome. And the fact that I've got his creation in my hot little hands is really quite exciting. So that's my eyes. Loaded up with mascara, of which I don't actually have on me. I've already got mascara on, but you know what? I put a little bit more. I think when you're going for a bright eye like this, you need to load on the mascara. Not clumpy, obviously, but you really want your lashes to stand out. So I've got a little bit on now, but just go nuts with the mascara. I think it always makes a difference. And just a really beautiful nude gloss on the lips. I think, you know, we're kind of always saying when you go for a more heavier eye, and this is also really a great option for a smoky eye rather than going for greys and blacks like we tend to. I think using something like some deep blues that's still quite natural but give more of an intense finish is a really great option, just as something different. Anyway, I've prepped my skin obviously already, so I've got foundation and some bronzer on. And I do think for this I'd skip the blush as well. I'm kind of just liking the really natural, glowy, illuminated kind of complexion that I've got, just with a bit of bronzer rather than going pink on the cheeks and blue on the eyes. Anyway, just finish it off with a really natural kind of beautiful pinky glossy gloss. And this is also from Tom's collection, and it's called Twilight Petal. Here we go. And that's finishing off the look. Anyway, guys, this is a how-to for Make Me Over month. How-to navy blue smoky eye, courtesy of Tom Pecheux's very exciting new collection, which is in store next week, I believe. I'll write the date in my blog below. Anyway, Primpers, I hope that this inspires you just to try something a little bit different and show you that blues and slates and greys and other colours, you know, you don't always have to go for the colour that you know, wear every day, because I am sometimes guilty of that, so it's nice to have a little bit different makeup on today. Anyway, Primpers, I will see you all on Friday for 5 things I'm loving this week, but I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'll see you soon. Bye!